Some people argue that animals don't have emotions, despite there being scientific evidence proving that they're sentient beings. For one animal lover working at a shelter, she saw firsthand the amount of sadness and desperation animals experience. This heartbreaking story will definitely have you thinking twice about giving up a pet. The majority of animal shelters provide safe housing for lost and stray animals. Unfortunately, they also give shelter to those who are being given up by their owners. Many animal enthusiasts volunteer their time at animal shelters. Animal lover Nancy Klein is no different, as she chooses to spend her time helping out at this West Coast animal shelter. Nancy's seen many pets come and go from the Stanislaus Animal Services Agency in Modesto, California. Unfortunately, not all are given a happy ending in a happy home. She remembers the faces on the animals who are going to get new homes, as well as those who are being given away. One in particular she can never forget. Despite the amount of animals she's seen being given up, none have affected her more than a dog named Moses. As well, he was a breed of dog often rejected by families. Moses was a 4-year-old pit bull who was being given up by his family. As heartbreaking as this already was for Moses, he was no stranger to rejection. Adding insult to injury, Moses was being given up for a second time. Having belonged to a previous family, he was now being given up again by the family of his second forever home. Pit bulls are often regarded as violent and aggressive breeds. Not only is this a myth, but this prejudice makes it more difficult to find them homes. We all know what usually happens then. As pit bulls are the most difficult to find homes for, they're also the most likely to be euthanized. As for Moses, his chances were running out after being given up by another family. Klein noticed that Moses was a sweet dog and couldn't understand how anyone could give him up. She also attested to his calm and loving demeanor. Although Klein had seen many surrenders in the past, she was deeply moved by Moses. It's always a sad situation, but this one was different. Moses clung to his owner in a way that showed Klein the dog knew what was happening. The scene was so much that she had to ask the owners one question: why? As it turned out, the family had no issues with Moses, as he was so gentle and affectionate. In fact, they were being forced to give him up due to circumstances. Moses' family was moving to a new home that wouldn't allow dogs. As a result, the family felt they had no choice but to give him up, despite harsh words from the critics. Moses clung to his owner and appeared to beg them to stay. Klein recorded the surrender and was so moved she posted the encounter online. Not only did many people on Facebook criticize the owners, many showed their support for the pooch in the forms of likes and shares, leading to a lot of attention. Everyone who knew about the story of Moses wanted to see a happy ending for him. After all, things like this happen too often. But would there be a happy ending? After all the support for Moses and his bad luck, there was finally a light at the end of the tunnel. It turned out he was finally going to get his happy ending. Klein had posted on Facebook that Moses had been adopted by a loving family at last. He was being showered with love by his new owners and their 2 children. Although Moses got his fairy tale ending, there are unfortunately more dogs like him. Please remember, there are loads of pets out there needing good homes. So please adopt, don't shop.